Hey guys, what's going on? See where we're going here. Wait a little bit here for people to start rolling in. Hope everyone's well. We got Jennifer, Ricky, and Melissa. Thanks for stopping in, guys. I appreciate it. Get started here in a few minutes. Give people a chance to get in here before I start talking. I have been super burnt out lately. So that's where this video is coming from. I haven't had time to put together something real good. I want to, but I need more than an hour's worth of time to myself to be able to put something decent together video wise. 6 people in here. We got S. Adkins. Thanks for stopping in. I appreciate it. Kind of hopping around here trying to gather my materials here. All right. Give it a few more minutes before I get started. What's everybody up to? Just finished cooking, about to eat. Hell yeah. What you eating? I had Chinese takeout tonight. I was a lazy piece of shit and didn't feel like cooking. So lurking while doing fish stuff. Hell yeah. Doing water changes and stuff before this. Okay. Hope everybody had a good day today. Mine was pretty long, but why'd you get in trouble in Donnie's stream? Oh, dude, lasagna is my favorite dinner meal of all time. I fucking love lasagna with a passion. Like fucking Garfield, like loves lasagna. Like yeah, that's how I feel. It's fucking fantastic. Okay. I asked about, are you streaming today or not? Oh, yeah. Yeah, he should fucking know. Donnie should know by now when I stream. So, Eduardo, yeah, doing pretty good. Pretty good. Better now. Yeah, I drove past the Chinese restaurant just down the road from my place and ended up turning around and going back. Why not? Got some new Corys today. What kind? Lori. How you doing, chick? Kind of hanging out for a few minutes here, letting people roll in a bit. He demodded you for that? What the hell? I mean, I saw that it got given back, but I didn't think anything of it. That's kind of fucked. If I'm being honest. I could see why he would be worried, but me of all people, come on. Been hanging out, doing a mod for damn near 2 years now. I ain't trying to throw all that away. Fuck no. All he has to do is go and check to see what times are, like what times I've been streaming, which he can see, or the date on them and stuff. Timestamp. I'll do randoms throughout the middle of the fucking day sometimes, but never when he's streaming. It's 3 striped Corys. Nice. Yeah, I saw you go live. I was with a customer, so I wasn't really able to watch. I have to go back and check that out. Hell yeah. Love, it's more specifically, you can't talk about other, or he's working really hard to build his viewership, and other streamers are competitors for that. So, especially, I mean, me being who I am, there's definitely a possibility if I was an asshole, people would follow over, but I don't want to do that. I'm friends with Donnie. I'm friends with everybody over there. That's fucked. Oh yeah. Yeah. I figured he'd go and check. Or he went and checked. I went back and read everything. Yes. Oh, one of nerd live streams. The guy who runs all of the social media and everything also does a stream, and he was kind of worried that I was streaming at the same time as him, trying to take his viewers. Oh no, Ricky, you're fine. You're honestly fine. That's why I went and said something directly to him in the middle of the chat in front of everybody. Like he said he wasn't worried about it or nothing. So he did say he was fucking around a bunch too. And it was on Twitch too, so I'm not worried about it at all. You just said something to me. Scuba Steve, how's it going, man? 7 people in here. Hell yeah. We can go in here in a second. Yeah, if Donnie ever had an issue, he knows just to message me directly. I don't mind. And frankly, I want to watch his streams too, so I just don't stream at the same times he does. Like a lot of people. I don't mind going so late either. I usually can't sleep about now, anyways. Give me something to do. But yeah, tonight's topic is the stresses of an aquarium maintenance professional. Doesn't necessarily have to be about a maintenance professional, but just aquarium maintenance in general. Um, for from my perspective, there's a mountain full of stresses that come along with it, compared to just keeping a few tanks or just like a small fish room like this. You know, kind of a big difference. You have to deal with the people. You have to deal with the professionalism. You have to deal with people being assholes. You have to deal with all of your supplies. You have getting all your supplies, getting it all shipped. You have to deal with the mailing companies. You have to deal with the companies themselves. They get orders wrong, and the list just keeps going. And it snowballs pretty hard. And here lately, myself, I know I've been pretty burnt out. I took some time to myself, and I've kind of just laid back and chilled the last week. It's been nice. I needed it pretty badly. Most type of people, I can't remember what it's. I'm introverted with extroverted tendencies. I don't know, some shit like that. But I can only take people so much. I get people out. I have to go on recharge per se. It's kind of what happened. And I mean, I don't know about you guys, but working with fish and all of the problems that can arise that comes with that can really pound on you hard sometimes. But you know what? Me and everybody else that keeps fish and does get stressed out from it. I mean, we all do it to ourselves. Period. The labor of love. And if it's not, you're in the wrong business and you won't last long. Yesterday for beef, this afternoon. Dang. I'm glad you got it figured out. I know you said something about your head hurting. Eduardo, unfortunately, won't be able to stay long tonight. No problem, Eduardo. You have a good night, man. I appreciate you stopping in. You rock. Did a customer call the beard game on him? No, not necessarily, but it's just compounding everything. Like I had that iguana stolen, and just angelfish are fucking everything up and each other, and all sorts of shit, man. I'm running a business by myself when I should have at least 3 people with me running everything I do. I'm also a single dad. I own my own house. I have 2 dogs and another fucking 19 tanks at home. So, compounding everything and everything that comes along with those. Been catching up with me pretty hard lately. One of my biggest things, and it still is now, and it's hard for me to do even now with you guys, even after talking to you guys for so long, but it's the social part of being um, a maintenance professional, and being up here in front of you guys and stuff like that is it's a big thing for me. I'm a very reclusive person, so it makes it. And I don't have the social skills like most people do. It seems. I try, and I can manage, and I do. I force myself to. I have to. I don't want to look like a dumbass all the time. So, but angels being pricks do not help. Yeah, it does not. They like 3 of them ganged up on my all black angel down there behind me, and I mean they damn near ate off all his fins. They ripped him all up, all of it. I'm so pissed off. Dude. It was the one angel I wanted pristine, man. Could give a fuck about any of the other 12 of them in there, but no, they had to fuck him right as he was getting right as he was pairing up with another one, another set paired up, and yeah, at one point he was floating upside down and floating on his side up at the top on the water, and I just kind of removed the aggressors and put them in a different tank and give him a chance to breathe. And he eventually now today he's down swimming around. I mean he's got them fucked up fins, so he's having issues, but he's up swimming upright. He doesn't look all bloated and everything anymore, so that's good. Looks like he's healing up. Fingers crossed. Um, he's the only one down there in that 55 right now. I took every one of them out. I caught two, the other three of them fighting just a few minutes ago before the stream, and I put them up in this Bisher tank. Put them in there with the Bisher and that African leaf fish in there. Fuck them. They live, they live, they die, they die. I don't even care at this point. Fucking bastards, man. So upset about yeah, it broke me, man. I just got that fucker, and I just started putting a bunch of work into him, like getting him nice and healthy, and he was really he was super energetic for an iguana, but very I don't know. He wasn't crazy. He was very precise with his movements and stuff like that. He wasn't just freaking out all the time. And I got him to the point where he was starting to get kind of like I don't know if anybody's worked with iguanas or anything like that, but he wanted to be around me a lot more, like of his own will. He'd want to start scratching at the cage, wanting out, doing stuff like that, and it just got ripped out of my hands. So yeah, it fucking hurt. And like another big stress for me is like everything at work. I have roughly 30 to 35 clients that I take care of on a regular basis. That's their tanks I'm taking care of. I still have all of my tanks, all my quarantine tanks at the shop. I have to do all the other tanks that I have that I keep for myself at the shop and everything else that I have to keep on top of that. And then I come home, I've got a whole another 19 tanks to take care of on top of that. And I mean, just from keeping one fish tank, most of you know how much it really takes to put into keeping a decent looking fish tank. Um, and then after doing that for 4 or 5 years, without really any good break or anything, it, you start to feel stagnant in the hobby. You start to get burnt out, like I've been. Hey, Dee, and then you know, eventually you just kind of break down. So, and it sucks, especially when you love keeping fish as much as I do. Like, and that's why I beat myself to death with all this work and everything I do because I love it so much. You know, you won't ever hear me bitch about how hard my day was. Yeah, I might say I had a long day or it was a bad day. But that's about all you're gonna get out of me. You know. And don't get me wrong, we all have our days that we just fuck fucking hate everything. You know. Yellowstone, thanks for stopping in. Everyone needs a break now and then, yeah. They definitely do. Um, I wish I could take more time for myself, but like I said, until I find some decent help or at least somebody I can train, it ain't happening for me. That's one of my biggest stresses. And another thing is like I said, I work with between 30 and 35 different customers at any given time, and I don't just care about my personal animals. These aren't. I don't look at them that way, or else I wouldn't be able to physically put forth the time and effort to take care of these other animals if I I didn't look at them that way, So worrying about all these different customers' tanks and these animals in them, and I some of these animals I feed, I around and I interact with all the time on a weekly basis, and worrying about those animals on top of my own, and it's another thing that weighs you down. Anybody that keeps a large amount of fish or reptiles or anything could really relate to that. Worrying about each individual animal by themselves can rack up the heart points, if you know what I mean. Um, it's always my biggest worry is the health of my animals over myself, even. So it is. And I wish more people talked about this stuff because, I mean, it's all a part of it. If I knew how stressful things could be going into all this, maybe I would have taken other steps or actions to help prevent me from being or getting to that point. 'Cause I don't want to get to the point where I shut down and just want to be by myself. I don't like being by myself. As much of a recluse as I am, I don't want to be. You know, so it sucks. But I can say, even for the most strong of us, everybody's got to recharge every now and then. Yeah, yes, I'm kind of getting surrounded by all sides. I'm taking it as it comes, though. It's not too bad. Definitely other people has got it a hell of a lot worse than I do. And then you got other things that arise that put the weight on things, like the whole issue with the CITES Act and all that, the Lacey Act or whatever, the whole 9 yards of it. Because I mean, that affects my entire business all the way around. Because it's not just fish I work with. Yeah, I mean, there'll still be a use for my services, but I mean, I won't be able to. It'd be hard to start setting up tanks and or with new species and working with different and crazy species as I go, which is my favorite part. I want to work with as many different species of fish and reptiles as I possibly can. So, yeah. Have you tried looking for people, or do you have? Um, both, both. Right now, I'm on a list with my school. Once they get certified through Animal Behavioral College, I'm on a list that of people, if they're close enough to me, they can call for a job. That and I've got my stuff out on different platforms like Indeed and stuff. And, I do, but I do a few. I'll do a few interviews here and there. Not so much lately, but I was doing it. I just can't find anybody that either a has the potential to learn enough for to keep my animals alive, or two already has the knowledge to do it. Something always comes up, or something like that. So, and frankly, when one fish tank costs $45,000, you don't really just want to throw some willy-nilly motherfucker on that. I wouldn't. I wouldn't even throw them on a tank worth more than $300. But that's just me. That, and I've got to be able to work with these guys every day. So it may sound like I'm being picky about it, but I mean, these animals are my business, so I can't take any chances with that. Jimmy P, hey buddy, thanks for stopping in. Let me know you're here at least. I appreciate it. Hmm. You know, I keep catching myself and forgetting that I'm on camera. And it's kind of funny. But anyways, tell me about some of your guys' stresses from fish keeping. I can't be the only one that feels this way. Even with just keeping one tank. I know I can see how somebody could get stressed. Getting ready to shut down for the night. Gotta be up early. Good night, everyone. Good night, Dee Dee. Thanks for stopping in. I appreciate you hanging out for a little bit. Means a lot. 8 people in here. Hopefully mine not coming in too bad over there. Internet's kind of on the fritz tonight. Just keeps jumping up and down. Yeah, I can understand that as. Um, it's part of the life now. No point of going after 25ish. Yeah. And I'm starting to get to that, but still, man, sometimes you just want to take a break for like a fucking month or two and you just can't. I'm back from eating. Hell yeah. Hope you ate some for me. I've always had fish tanks ever since I was a little kid, just because my father, my grandfather. Um, and I've gotten frustrated with smaller tanks and my own tanks, but even back then, you're definitely right. After so long, it does just become a part of life. But even then, just from dealing with the people and just everything else that comes along with it in the business, it gets on you, man. Like I hate paperwork. That's another big one for me is taxes and keeping logs of everything. It's difficult for me to do. I don't like doing it. I don't like paperwork. My handwriting is shitty. It's fucked. I completely agree, Ricky. That's why I said like just taking a break for more than or even just a month is just out of the question because of that. And I mean, a lot of the things that I own just I can't. Dude, fuck S. I never thought about that. You're a genius. It is totally doable. Mm. It's been stressful at times. I still keep going, but I've only been doing it for a few years. Accepted that I can't leave for more than a week at a time. Yeah, mm, I've accepted it, but after a while, man, you want to be able to take your daughter to fucking Disney World and not have to worry about being back in fucking 3 fucking days, you know? Shit like that, man. Sucks. Or when like I said, when I need to recharge, I'm able to take more than a day or a couple hours out of each day or whatever. I don't. I mean, I have I have a few people like my mom and stuff that can at least feed stuff for a couple days. That's about that's include. I mean, my snakes and stuff I can take care of before I leave. That's not a problem. Those guys are good. I can go a week or two without eating, or a month even. Um, Everything else, like my salt water and stuff like that. I mean, I kind of really have to tend to. My iguana, she's a bitch when you don't pay attention to her. She's a bitch, for real. She's a sweetheart until you don't pay attention to her. Mm-hmm. Lucky bastard. Just to get somebody to do a fucking water change on like one of my salt waters if it needed it. I can't. I can't trust them to do it. I can't trust my own mother to do it. It's all right. I got a minion in training. She's ready and willing and got her fucking hands and everything. She's crazy. So I'm gonna teach her to do everything. But it's gonna take another like 6 or 7 years until she's old enough to actually do it. Aqua Gardens Zen, thanks for coming in, man. I appreciate it. Oh yeah. And, I just got back from mentally recharging from the past week. I mean, I do, but the people that I trust enough have their own shit that they have to take care of and don't really have the time to come take care of everything that I need done in a day. There's absolutely people I trust enough, but yeah, for a half hour. Try to push it for an hour. I know I'm getting tired. Um, yeah, I had a pretty good day, so wasn't bad at all. Okay, I can do water changes and care for my tanks, but I have left for more than a week. Yeah, and then like me, like going back to like what Ricky was saying, you keep on top of that, keeping stuff like iguanas and chameleons and stuff like that. You feel guilty leaving, especially for like stuff like chameleons and like some of this real sensitive stuff that Ricky keeps that need that attention every day. There's that. Want to feed the ice pods? Heck yeah. If you could perfectly rotate everything to the point where you have nothing but then. Yep. Just an endless cycle. Fuck yeah, it is, dude. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go back and watch it too. Then I was working earlier when he was live. Yeah, and even some of the people that I trust the most to take care of my tanks, I'll even come back and look over their work just to make sure it was done the way I like it or I need it to be done. You know, I mean, mistakes happen. That's just me. I'm just paranoid about that shit. Kind of particular. Damn, that's a lot. Hmm. I wish I could have that many. I'd be somewhere else. That's for fucking sure. Did painting on Pam's channel last night was lots of fun. Heck yeah, man. Heck yeah. I'll definitely go check it out, Aikens. It's been quite a few years since I've been to. Oh, I can't say that. About 2 years since I've been to any meetings or anything like that. Places around me are pretty trash, or the groups around me are pretty trash. So I don't involve because of my business. I don't involve myself with most of them. I'll do like silent donations and sometimes acquire fish and supply certain items and stuff like that. But it's about as far as I go, and that's only to I can think of one particular group. Uh, I'm almost willing to travel like 4 or 5 hours to better options. Um, I just have to find a way to make it worth it for myself. If that makes any sense. Without sounding like a dick, it's really not. $2 a piece? Hell yeah. I wish I could go. You can go shrimp pretty cheap, but shit. Thank you, Atkins. That's awesome. It's fun to talk to. My friends want to go to the Sunderbends for a day trip, but for work, I've been there so many times. I know every river and creeks out there, so take a vacation in some city now. I can understand that. I can definitely understand that. Me, as long as it's quiet, I'm all right. If you don't mind letting us know, Ricky, where is the Sunderbends? I'm getting back into neocaridina breeding instead of the triple reds because shrimp will be constantly breeding throughout the year. Yep. Yeah. That's all I usually keep for myself is just neocaridina. I want to get. I used to have a pretty nice collection of different caridinas and neocardinas that I collected over the years, but I ended up getting rid of it, most of it. Kind of restarted everything. Why not? Oh, it's the largest river delta. Okay. I knew it was in India. I just didn't know exactly where at in India. My local fish store will always buy them from me and plants. I wish. It'd be nice. Most places around here, they'll tell you you can leave their fish or whatever. You can get rid of whatever you want, but like most of them won't pay for it. Simple as that. Should be in the Royal Bengal tires, the only local drink salt water. Huh. That's pretty neat. I did not know that. That's crazy. I wonder what it would take to, or what it takes for an animal to be able to drink salt water like that. I am curious. I did not know that, Ricky. Hmm. Trying to figure out. I'm gonna be winding down here soon. I'm running out of things to talk about, you guys. Feel bad. $3 a bag of dwarf water lettuce. That stuff grows infinitely. Yeah, it does. I'm really good with look with what are they? Dwarf here or God, dwarf chainsword and stuff like that. Scuba. Are you talking about the legislation and shit passing? Lacey Act and all that shit. We need to talk mitigation. What about it? Glock 42. No. I mean, it's not bad. I don't have anything against Glock. Hmm. How to mitigate the stress of fish stuff? Hmm. I mean, like what I do, force yourself to take a fucking break. There's not really a whole lot, especially when you keep certain species or salt water, especially that require your attention every day. Even then, you gotta force yourself. Sometimes you gotta make yourself feel bad and take that break. No way around it. Or even like, normally you set aside some time for tank maintenance or paying attention to your fish tank in one way or another. Take that time and do something else every so often, stuff like that. Not really a whole lot you can do, unfortunately. Dwarf Sage does, yes. It certainly does. Um, I have really good luck with a lot of mosses, like Java moss and stuff like that. And then for like an 8-ounce cup around here, dude, you can sell it for like $15, 10, $15. I'm not even shitting you. And it's like an 8-ounce cup with a chunk of Java moss and water. So people eat it up all fucking day. They have Java moss in every one of my tanks almost. I just got rid of a bunch of it not too long ago. Cleaned out all these tanks here. I just trimmed them up. A good pound and a half of Java moss. There's quite a few swords and stuff that do really well and grow really fast too for me. What is it? I get out there in the kitchen. Oh, I'm trying to remember. I got so many of them in there. Kleiner bar sword. That grows like a fucking weed in my tanks at least. And Java fern too. I just let the shit float in my tank and half-ass die and just start sprouting all these babies. Personally, I like all the simple stuff. All of it. I just don't care to put the time into something super extravagant here at home. That's what I do all fucking day. I could then. But hell, it grows so. I mean, I'm pulling it out of my tanks every month or so, so I don't worry about it too much. S, is there anything that you do particularly to mitigate stress from it, or from fish keeping, or keeping animals at all? Oh, it went down wrong. That hurt. Mm-hmm. It certainly could, then. I don't know. Personally, I don't like buying stuff like that. I mean, I'm not talking about the equipment, but I don't like the troubles that comes along with readjusting those plants to being submersed. So, um, if I can get it out of a fish tank first, I'll get it out of a fish tank before I'll get it out of anything like that. Personally, cigarette, fuck ton of cigarettes. Yeah, smoke weed here too, but some days it just doesn't take the edge off like it needs to. It does not. Hey, Jimmy, welcome back. See how long we can keep myself talking here. I'm not in any rush. I just don't want to run out of shit to say and just sit here, dead space. Drives me nuts because I know I do it quite a bit. On the bright side, I now have some purple Harlequin babies that I found in my tank in the living room that I've been trying to get successful spawn from the last couple years. So that's fun. When cigarettes are not enough, then comes Mr. Whiskey. If he fails, then Madam Vodka. Yeah, definitely help a little. Hmm. What do you do after that? What if that doesn't work? This is a large group, and I don't want attention on this. If you guys don't discuss this publicly, I'll let you know. It's not a big. It's not a big deal at all. I'm trying to figure out what you're talking about, though. Um, Look at the meaning and impact of why I have my fish for what reason is it? Then I answer. Okay. Hmm. Yeah, sleep definitely helps. Still trying to figure out what Jimmy's talking about. I don't know if he's talking about the stuff going on with the walls or whatnot. Kind of confuzzled me here. Yeah. Okay. Nothing wrong with that either. It used to be for me, but just after a while, man, it grows on you. You get bored, stagnant. I still have my days like certain tanks that I love that do make things a little easier, but man, yeah, Zen, it is for sure. I'd love to just bring everything to a halt for a while. Just overall, not even just with the business and everything, just everything. Fuck it all for a bit. Hey, Jess, thanks for stopping in. I appreciate it. Just sitting in front of a tank and getting lost also helps me distress. I can sit in front of my tanks for hours. I can too. I don't know. I'm the type of person after I keep stuff for, I mean, not really fish particularly, but after I do the same thing for, a year or so, I just get bored. I don't feel like I'm getting anywhere. So I just think about the idea that we are creating these incredible ass aquatic ecosystems. I'm just like, this is insane. Yeah, definitely. Definitely. And I still get excited about it too. Like I said, I've always been the type of person doing the same thing for an extended amount of time. Drives me fucking nuts. Months ago, I got all illness after several medical tests. My team of doctors in 18 months. I don't like this. I completely understand, Jimmy. I understand, man. That's all you gotta say, homie. I've been depressed about this thing for a week now. Are you talking about what we're talking about, Ricky, or are you talking about something else that's depressing you? The fire eel's out roaming. You keep it going for another 5 or 6 minutes here, and we'll hop off here to look at indirect versus direct benefits. Yeah, definitely. Animal keeping stress. Yeah, I can definitely understand that. My iguana getting taken from me was pretty depressing. Mm-hmm. Damn straight, Aikens. Yeah. I don't know. I ain't got too much planned for this week. We got random thoughts up Tuesday. We got that. Or wait, no shit. Yeah, Tuesday. Same time, 11:30. Besides that, I don't really have anything else planned this week. We had too much going on, unfortunately. Then on top of my angels being dickheads to each other, I also got my friggin' my juvenile black belts down here causing mayhem. Got 3 of them down here, and then a firemouth, and jaguar, and a couple of those polar blue parrot cichlids. And, God, they're just wrecking shit, driving me nuts. Everything was fine until this last week. I don't know why, but all my fish started going crazy. Hmm. Interesting. Sorry about that. I had some stuff pop up on Discord server I'm on for. Are the fish keeping you, or are you keeping the fish? Oh shit, the fish are keeping me for sure. I benefit too. I get the enjoyment of taking care of them all and working with them. I think it's mutually beneficial. There is. It's hard to keep track of them all too. And I am not the person to remember everything at all. Some stuff I do, but list of that. I mean, God, I don't even want to get started on it. All right, guys. Yeah, I'm really struggling here to keep myself talking for you guys, and you guys are helping a lot. I appreciate it. But I'm gonna go ahead and hop off here for the night, I think, and I will see you guys Tuesday. Ricky was so bored, I had posted a pic of my new SW tank on Discord and was asking people for stocking ideas. No, I have to go check it out, man. I get like that. I try to fill my time with the extra time like that and making stupid videos and stuff like that. Now I do anyway. It's the last like couple weeks since I've been streaming. But yeah, everyone have a good night. I will see you Tuesday at 11:30. I'm sorry, yes, I'm tired, man. Make me feel bad. Yeah, have a good night, guys. I removed it and no one responds. Well, what the hell? I didn't even see it. I was probably not quite sure when you posted it. But yeah, see you guys Tuesday.